Hello everyone, and welcome to our hazard field trip, where we will be analyzing different hazards in the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. We will begin our field trip in Birmingham, Alabama. Here in Birmingham, Alabama, we will be going to discuss the atmospheric local stop. Birmingham is located in the north-central region of Alabama. Now taking a look at our atmospheric map, we can see the natural disaster in Alabama is tornadoes. We've seen that Birmingham has been hit with F5 and F4 tornadoes, which can go from 160 miles per hour to 200 miles per hour for F4 tornadoes. And for F5 tornadoes, they can range from over 200 miles and over. The reason why this area suffers so many tornadoes is because it's located at the prime area where the hot and cold air meet, which is essential for the tornado to form. With the amount of tornadoes that have occurred in Alabama and the destruction that they cause, the city needs to implement big signs that can display emergency details to the citizens. Furthermore, we should put up signs all over the city to show that tornadoes are a big problem and proper precautions need to be a priority for the citizens. Now let's move on to our next location on our field trip, which is the beautiful city of Los Angeles. Here in Los Angeles, we will be going over our lithospheric local stop. Here in Los Angeles, the hazard that we will be looking over is earthquakes. Los Angeles has many earthquakes because of the San Andreas Fault that runs below it. With the fault line, California usually experiences some small to medium-sized earthquake, usually located around the San Bernardino Mountains. An earthquake usually occurs when the tectonic plates collide and one rides over the other, and the energy that is released travels through the earth, causing the shaking feeling that we experience. While Los Angeles experiences thousands of earthquakes every year, none are usually big enough to warrant cause. However, Los Angeles has not had a big earthquake in many years, signifying a big and massive earthquake that is coming. With such a big earthquake impending, California should increase building infrastructure because California buildings could not survive a high magnitude earthquake, which would lead to huge devastation and lots of money in damages and repairs. Now, for the final stop on our field trip, we head to Boston. Here in Boston, England, the hazard that we will be discussing is flooding. The city has had many floods in the past, which have amounted to loss of properties for store owners and for citizens. While some store owners were capable of bouncing back, that was because the flooding was not as severe in their location. The location where the flooding was more severe, properties were damaged so bad that most store owners could not save any property that they owned. A flood can generally occur when water overflows onto land that's usually dry. It can happen when a river overflows or when a storm causes the sea to push onto land. And flooding is extremely dangerous as it can happen suddenly when it rushes into a city. Therefore, cities need to provide better sewer systems to ensure water can dissipate once the flooding begins. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something today about the atmosphere, hydrosphere, or lithosphere. Let's make the world better one step at a time.